downtown where you can get a date for 50, 60, 70, even 80% off the original social marketplace price. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Esteem Horror in the Hamptons. The aspiring angel tries to escape a house of horrors in this action-packed, all-new Esteem series adventure. Get your copy of Esteem Horror in the Hamptons in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere. Better get the coleslaw, y'all, cause we're having us a barbecue. Tia Mowry divorced a husband with a net worth of $5 to $8 million to go out here with dudes who are only going to spend $40 on her. This is next level failing. I wonder if I can get a date with Tia Mowry. Now, according to Tia Mowry, she says that she graduated from marriage and is going to do better out here on her own in the world of dating. And that has me scratching my head because her husband, Corey Hardrick, basically had a net worth of $5 to $8 million before they divorced and was on his way to even making more money now that he's getting roles in films with $75 million budgets and has a 5-picture deal and is going to come out of that deal making a lot of money. And if he can prove to be bankable at the box office, he's going to be on the road to becoming a major star. And Tia Mowry wants us to believe that she is the winner as related to this situation, where she basically walked away from a husband who was, one, in the prime of his adult life, and two, on the rise as related to his career, and that her prospects are going to be better as a 46-year-old woman who is going to be entering the world of dating. Now, Tia Mowry basically, as she's walked away from Corey Hardrick, wants us to believe that she's going to be doing better from walking away from that husband who was an up-and-coming actor who was starting to now get these bigger paydays. He said he got his biggest payday with the Tyler Perry movie Divorce in the Black. Moreover, he signed a 5-picture deal where he's working on movies with $75 million budgets and is out here doing very well for himself. But Tia Mowry is sitting here telling us that she is in the middle of the second act of her life and is going to be in a better place where she's basically going out here and getting involved with guys who are only going to spend a maximum of $40 on her. I mean, Tia Mowry's sitting up here. I mean, she's thinking going into the world of dating, she's going to be doing better as related to men. But the whole thing is, most of those men, the only thing they're going to spend on her is $40 at the max, and spend that $40 at the max in the hopes that they can possibly go out here and get her to go down to the telly and hopefully get her to drop the skid mark jockey thong and hopefully be able to put the carbon rod in the atomic waste reactor of a faded teen sitcom star and say that they basically wound up getting with a faded teen sitcom star and get some bragging rights regarding it, and hopefully hope to make this deal after taking her to the Arab red and white chicken place for a 2-piece chicken dinner and a biscuit, and if they're generous, they may get her an apple pie, or they may take her to the Chinese restaurant and get her a shrimp fried rice and chicken wangs, or they may take her to the White Castle or the Wendy's for the $5 meal. I mean, I don't see where Tia Mowry's coming out on top as related to things, as related to this world of dating, where her prospects are really slim to none, and she's not dealing with men who are on the level of a Corey Hardrick. No, she's dealing with men who have gold grills in their mouth and are basically the leftovers and remains of the entire social marketplace for women of her age. I mean, Tia's basically out here dealing with guys who have $40 and are hoping to get a deal for their $40, and that's the guys she's running into in the social marketplace. All she's running into basically these days are the old Pookies, the old Ray Rays, and the Romy Romes, who, what Mad Black 80 on Facebook called, are looking for the bust down value meal, where they're hoping to go into the social marketplace and hoping to make a deal in Bust Downtown, where Tia Mowry doesn't know she resides, where they're hoping to get a deal for 50, 60, 70, even 80% off the original social marketplace price. And Tia Mowry is sitting here trying to make us believe that she's in the middle of a second act, but she doesn't understand what a second act is in screenwriting. A second act usually is one of the slowest parts of a movie, and it's basically where everything is supposed to build to a climax which basically concludes the story with a major event. And the major event, basically, I think, for Tia Mowry is she's going to possibly realize that she's the punchline of one of the cruelest jokes that she basically played on herself, a joke she played on herself as she basically walked away from a man who's on his way to rising as a star and a husband and a father, to going out here and going from being a part of a family that was going to make millions of dollars to winding up dealing with guys out here who got $40 and are looking for a bust down value meal. I mean, that's what Tia Mowry is running into, and that's what's really sad about Tia Mowry. What's really sad about Tia Mowry is that she can't see the end because she's been drinking a lot of the feminist Kool-Aid, which tells her she can go out here and find another man that is on the level of Corey Hardrick. Well, you're not going to find a man on the level of Corey Hardrick that God gave Tia Mowry. No, that type of high-value man has that kind of character. That man is built up over time, and Tia's not going to find a guy on that level again. No, all she's going to find are guys who go out here and have $40 and are hoping to get 40 minutes of her time, including foreplay, and hope to be able to get some celebrity draws. That's what Tia Mowry is looking at. And again, what's really sad is she can't see that she basically divorced a man who was making millions of dollars, all to go out here and experience the world of dating with guys who are going to spend $40 max. And this is the sad situation for Tia Mowry. She's basically blown the bag, and as she's blown the bag, she's doing what most feminist indoctrinated women do, and that is be indignant in looking to try to say that they meant to do something that basically screwed up their life, do something that basically screwed up the entire course of their life, because divorcing Corey Hardrick didn't make things better for her. No, it made them worse, because now you're dealing with old Pookie. Now you're dealing with old Ray Ray. You're dealing with guys with gold grills in their mouth. You're dealing with guys who only are reminiscent about the past, and you've basically blown your entire future for your entire family as related to things. I mean, this is how bad Tia Mowry has messed things up. And when I was sitting there thinking about it, because I remember guys saying in memes that, you know, a woman dating these women, modern women out here, you only need $40. And sadly, that's what's happened to Tia Mowry. Again, she's gone from being able to have the huge bag and making the big money and being a part of success as related to reality shows. Because I remember when Tia Mowry had those successful cooking shows and was on her way as a social media influencer. Now she's gone in this from that first act of that success to this second act, which is the start of a disaster as related to things where she's thinking she's coming out on top, but any guy out here who could look at her and say, hey, how are you coming out on top when you've gone from being involved with a guy who is a millionaire and a working actor to dealing with dudes who are only gonna spend $40 at the best? I mean, how is that a good situation? Critical question I gotta ask Tia Mowry, because when I look at Tia Mowry, she's basically presenting a bust down value meal in Bust Downtown, a bust down value meal that basically is only a value for old Pookie and old Ray Ray and Romy Rome, who are hoping to get a deal for themselves as related to a date, and hopefully hope to get some draws for less than the price of a two-piece chicken dinner from Church's Chicken or KFC, hoping to get some draws as cheaper as some shrimp fried rice and some chicken wings, or hoping to get a burger meal or some Arab red and white chicken. I mean, that's where Tia Mowry currently is, and that's what happens in the world of dating for older people, because the prospects, again, are slim to none, and sadly Tia Mowry can't see how she basically fumbled the bag and is now in a place where she's dealing with dudes who have $40 and are hoping to get themselves a cheap date. Now, if you want to avoid winding up in the place that Tia Mowry is currently in, you can pick up my books, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single, and learn how to avoid the paradigm of failure that Tia Mowry is currently in. You can pick that book up on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also pick that book up at other online booksellers like Draft to Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you want to learn how women like Tia Mowry wind up on a road to self-destruction and how they get into this whole situation, you can pick up my book, The Woman Crisis, on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also pick The Woman Crisis up at other online booksellers like Draft to Digital, Google Play, Barnes & Noble, and big box retailers like Walmart and Target. And if you'd like to see me make more videos taking celebrities to the barbecue, you can drop a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis, All About the Goddess. The Goddess Next Door bears all in the art studio to catch a campus stalker in this action-packed Isis series mystery. Get your copy of Isis, All About the Goddess in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere.
Now available for the first time in paperback, Why 70% of Black Women Are Single. Learn all the reasons why so many Black women can't find a husband and why 70% of Black women are single. Get your copy of Why 70% of Black Women Are Single on Amazon.com today.
Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.